Hello everyone, first of all, thank you for being here today. My name is Yari Chong, or you can call me as Ren. So for this video, my teammates and I are going to present about our AACS2034 Fundamentals of Computer Networks, as known as FCN assignment. And this slideshow is created and designed by me and also my teammates named Kevin Sinkaijie. We have been assigned to complete this network assignment set 2 questions, and here's the picture that has indicated and shown the different departments in this company, as well as the number of hosts required for each department. Our task is to set up a local area network and also network configurations with the aids of using variety of digital resources to overcome these networking problems for this company. One of the digital resources that we use is System Packet Tracer, and here's the logo. We use it because it allows us to create network topologies as well as make a simulation programs to configure IP addresses in the interface of routers and switches. We also use Google Meets for our discussion and updates our assignment progress to each other. For the social media platforms, we have used YouTube to post our assignment videos. We also use it to learn our networking syllabus from the other YouTubers who are very expert in solving networking problems. For the Facebook and also Instagram, we use these both platforms to share our YouTube link so that those who are interested in networking or even our family and friends can find our YouTube link easily through our sharing section. With this method, we can foster our social media skills. Furthermore, we also use OBS Studio to record our videos. This application has the recording function and it has the video capture device and also window display capture that allow us to capture our presentation slides along with our webcams as clear as crystal. The last digital resources that we use is Jianying. It is a video editing software that we use to edit and combine my and my teammates' video in order to improve our video's quality. I could say that this application is very handy, especially for beginners. Since these assignments requires us to solve the subnetting of IP addresses, one of the techniques that we have used is classless addressing method. It is also so-called classless inter-domain routing (CIDR) that allows us to improve the allocation of IP addresses to be more effective by replacing older classful addressing based on classes. Other than that, we also implement variable length subnet mask VLSM method. Is the way of designating on the specific number of hosts required of each network in different departments. This method can avoid wasting any IP address and make our network topology to be more flexible and accurate. Besides, we also apply Class A addresses due to a large number of total hosts, and we also use private address space in order to help bolster security within a specific network in this company. Next, I'm going to show you guys about our team network topology and design. Here is the overall network topology that designed by Kelvin with my assist using System Packet Tracer. Since there are 6 different departments, so we have applied total 6 subnets. Each subnet indicates a network, and each network consists of a field of computers to indicate the number of hosts required for each department in this company. Those networks are connected to switches respectively, and there's a router here. All the switches are connected to this router using Giga Ethernet interface. And for these PCs here, they are connected to the switches using Fast Ethernet interface. All of the devices connected to each other using copper straight-through cable. So yeah, we have done setting up a local area network for this company. To see our network design more clearly, the next few slides I will show all the details of every department in each location. In location A, there is a corporate office which inside has a management department on the 2nd floor, an administrative department on the 1st floor, and also a marketing department on the ground floor. The research and development department is also located in location A, and is next to the corporate office. Before I'm going to the next slide, I would like you guys to pay attention on those number of holes that I have circled. You realize that these numbers are actually different from the question set given. I will explain why we use these numbers instead of using the original one after I show all the details for every location. Next is the detail of location B in our network topology and design. This location B is located 1.5 km away from location A. So I'll draw a line and return 1.5 km to represent the scenario given. As you can see, there's only manufacturing plants as one of the company department in location B. I also circled its host number as it's different from the question given. The last will be the detail of location C in our network topology and design. This location is also 1.5 km away from location A and is next to the location B. There's only a department called living quarters in location C. And I also circled its host numbers because these numbers are very important for me to explain them in the next slide. And yes, these are all the details for every location in our network topology and design. So for this slide is about the calculation of finding the total number of host addresses that we use in our network topology and design. We are required to consider the number of addresses needed for 25% growth based on the assignment question given. I will give you an example. Like for this management department, which is located in location A, second floor of corporate office, its before groups of number of host addresses required is 134500. To find the after group value, we just need to use this number times 25%, and after that we will get the value of 33625. And then we will need to add up both of these values, and the final answer will be 168125 as the total number of addresses needed for this management department. It's pretty easy, right? So since the assignment questions require us to find the total number of host addresses needed for all areas after 25% growth, I've made a summary table to recalculate everything for each department. This number in this column are used in our network topology and design. For this part, I'm going to show you guys how to do the configuration of network devices such as router and switches. Based on the assignment instruction, we are required to configure the initial settings on the network devices by using syscall as password for all lines and also AACS2034 as the secret password. Be careful, the syscall words is using the exclamation mark instead of alphabet I. So now I'm going to open my system packet tracer. Here's our network topology. I will choose one of the switches to configure its initial setting. So I'll choose this switch 0, choose the CLI tab, and here enter to the enable mode, and enter configure terminal. Here we are going to enable the secret password, which is AACS2034. Here we are going to type line console 0. And now here we will need to set the line console password, which is syscall. Remember, it's using an exclamation mark. Here we will need to type login. All these steps until here are same apply to other switches and router. So now we are going to check whether the passwords can work or not. So exit the config line, exit your config, enter, exit again, press enter. Here we will need to enter the line console password, which is syscall. If I type wrong here, never mind, it will ask you to re-enter again. Now I will type the correct password, syscall. Okay, to enter the privileged execution mode, we need to enable it again. And the password will be the secret password, AACS2034. And yes, both passwords can work in this switch. So the next thing we will need to do is save running config on this Cisco device. So what we need to type is copy running -config startup config. Press enter and enter again. And yeah, we have done the configuration of network devices, and that's all for my part. I will pass the rest to Kelvin.
Good morning, sir. I am Kelvin Sinkaje from TCS2 Group 2, and now I will talk about the cluster subnetting IP address scheme. In this network assignment, we use 10.0.0.0 as our network address. E is under class A and E is a private address, which is from 10.0.0.0 to 10.255.255.255. The default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0, so it will have one network portion and 3 host portions. Next, I will talk about how to do a subnetting table. First, we need to arrange the department based on the number of hosts required, from the largest to the smallest. Next, we need to find the CIDR and subnet mask for each department. For example, management department requires 168.125 number of hosts, so we need to look at the total number of hosts and find the number that is greater than this number. And we can see that it is located at /14 CIDR. For the rest also same, look at the total number of hosts and find the number that is greater than number of hosts required. And next, we need to find the subnet address for each department. First, we need to assign the 10.0.0.0 to the first department. Management department has /14 prefix, so it has 14 ones, so the change will occur in the byte 2. And we need to look at the remaining 0, so there is 2 zeros, so is 2 power 2 equals to 4. So the subnet address for research and development department is 10.4.0.0. And next, the prefix is /16, so there is no 0, 2 power 0 equals to 1, 4 plus 1 equals to 5. So the subnet address is 10.5.0.0. And next, the prefix is /17, so the change will occur in the byte 3, and there is 7 0, so it's 2 power 7 equals to 128. So the subnet address is 10.5.128.0. And for the rest, also apply the same calculation. For the last subnet address, 10.5.160.128, it will use for calculate the broadcast address for the manufacturing plant. And next, we need to find the first usable, last usable, and broadcast address for each department. For the first usable, it is simple, just pass 1 at the subnet address. For example, 10.0.0.0 plus 1 at the byte 4, so it will become 10.0.0.1. For the rest also same, plus 1 at the byte 4. And next, we will calculate the broadcast address first. The broadcast address is simple, just -1 for the next department subnet address. For example, 10.4.0.0 -1, it will become 10.3.255.255. And the rest also same, -1 for the next department subnet address. And for the last usable address, it is just -1 for the broadcast address. So it will become 10.3.255.254. For the rest also same, -1 from the broadcast address. And that's all how to calculate the subnetting table. And now we need to assign the IP address for each device. In this network assignment, we use first usable address for the router and second usable for each department switch, and the rest is for the PC. And now I will demo how to assign the IP address to the switch. First, we open the switch CLI and enable it and configure the terminal. And now we type the interface, and in all switch we use VLAN 1 as the interface. And next, type the IP address. and the subnet mask. And remember to no shutdown. And after this, exit, and we type the IP default gateway. And exit, and remember to save your command line. Copy running config to the startup config and press enter. And that's all how to assign the IP address to the switch, and we need to repeat all the steps for each switch. And for the router, also same, just need to change the interface and no need the IP default gateway. And now I will demo how to assign the IP address for the PC. We go to desktop and IP configuration and type in the IP address and type the subnet mask and the default gateway. The default gateway is the IP address of the router. And that's all for it. And now we test the ping connectivity. Go to command prompt, and first we ping the default gateway first. And next we ping the other PC. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.
Alright, we have done our assignment. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. Remember to give us a like and comment and subscribe this YouTube channel. Once again, thank you.